for the fans. The glory for the pinstripes.
The offseason just caught fire, and the Yankees made a behind-the-scenes move nobody saw coming. This could completely change our roadmap for next year. Want to know who might be arriving and who has 1 foot out of the Bronx before the mainstream media confirms it? Don't waste time. Subscribe right now and ring the bell. You need to hear this immediately. The Major League Baseball hot stove is officially lit. And for us here in the Bronx, that means it's time to get down to business. The free agent market is open, and there is a massive amount of pressure on the Yankees front office to answer some very serious question. We all saw what happened. This team regressed when it mattered most, falling short in the playoffs after a World Series appearance because serious holes in the roster were exposed. We watched teams like the Blue Jays execute that small ball style to perfection while our lineup stalled out. It wasn't just bad luck. It was a roster construction issue, especially compounded by losing a bat like Juan Soto's. But now, reports indicate the Yankees are ready to be big game hunters again to fix this. And it starts with a massive internal decision that just dropped regarding Trent Grisham. You wanted exclusive news? Here it is. The New York Yankees have officially extended the qualifying offer to outfielder Trent Grisham for the 2025 season. This is a monumental strategic move. We are talking about a guy who just came absolutely out of nowhere to post a career year while wearing the pinstripes, slugging 34 home runs, putting up an 811 OPS and a 125 OPS plus. He was phenomenal, giving us production we couldn't have even dreamed of. By extending this roughly $22 million one-year offer, Brian Cashman is playing 4D chess. Now the ball is in Grisham's court. He can take the monster one-year payday to run it back in the Bronx, or as most of us insiders expect, he will reject it to test the open market and try to secure a long-term deal based on his career-best performance. If he walks, we get a draft pick compensation. It's a win-win for the organization, but it leaves a huge question mark in our outfield. I personally don't think his long-term home is here. Some desperate team is going to give him a 4 or 5 year deal to be their everyday star. So if Grisham chases the bag elsewhere, where do the Bronx Bombers pivot? The outfield market is crowded and fascinating. We know Aaron Judge is likely moving back to right field next season, which opens up spots. We know the front office has checked in on big names like Kyle Tucker and is even eyeing a reunion with Cody Bellinger. But a very interesting name that keeps popping up in my circles is Luis Robert Jr. Now stick with me here. Robert Jr. is coming off a rough year, only a 1.4 WAR, and his bat really fell off recently, hitting just 223. Is he an everyday starter for a World Series contender right now? Maybe not, but the Yankees view him potentially as a high upside platoon piece. The guy still crushes left-handed pitching. He hit .258 with an 842 OPS against Southpaws in 113 games. Imagine him platooning with someone like Ahmed Rosario. It gives Boone matchup nightmares to unleash on opposing managers. Furthermore, we cannot ignore the kids. Yasin Dominguez, the Martian, had his struggles, especially against lefties, but you don't give up on a generational talent like that. He needs everyday reps to work through it. And waiting in the wings is Spencer Jones, who was absolutely electric in the minors and spring training last year. We all remember those 35 homers he hit in the spring. The kid is MLB ready. Do we block them with expensive veterans, or do we let the kids play? Oh, and a quick note for the roster nerds out there. We also made a sneaky depth move, adding right-hander Kervin Castro to the 40-man roster. It's typical Cashman pitching depth, low risk, maybe he eats some innings. Ultimately, this is shaping up to be a wild winter. What do you think, Yankees Nation? Should Grisham have taken the offer if he wants to win? And Are you buying or selling on a reclamation project like Luis Robert Jr. in our outfield? Let me know in the comments below. Make sure you smash that subscribe button for Yankees Digest so you don't miss breaking news. Let's go win number 28.